It's the real word. It's the real word. We on a mission and that's bringing y'all the truth. You know the problem, but we get into the root. The devil watching, yeah, he always on pursuit. But Jesus is our rock, so we shall not be moved. We on a winning team, so we can't lose. We say facts, cause we hitting y'all with proof. Started from the bottom, now we standing on the roof. As God as our witness, we gon' make it to the moon. When you want the truth, the world be hiding it. This the real word, we providing it. We got Ace, BK, Truth, Rick Star, and we plan to make a movie like it's Pixar. We came a long way from the plantation. We just tryna save your souls from damnation. So if you down with the message, tune in every week. It will lead you to the message that you seek. It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word.
Welcome to the Real Word Season 10, Episode 4. Shout out to everybody who's been watching. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting. Shout out to everybody that's helped us to get this far, thus far, and all the people that encourage us to come back. I'm here with my co-host. Introduce yourself.
It's your boy, the man, has the biggest up with my brother Ricard. It's about to go down. Let's get it. Come on, baby.
Gotta go down like Charlie Brown. So shout out to everybody who's been watching. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting. Shout out to everybody that's helped us to go this far, thus far. You guys already know it's October, so October after October comes November, so you know we got the turkey drive coming up. The turkey drive will be on a Saturday, November 24th, I believe. More details, sorry. Let me just get the date correctly for you guys. It will be Saturday the 22nd. It will be Saturday the 22nd at 4 p.m. At 620 East 102nd Street. Herman SDA, that's where we at right now. So shout out to our corporate sponsor, Food Bazaar, and shout out to everybody that's been supporting. You could donate at therealwordministriesinc.org. That's therealwordministriesinc.org, or Cashapp, $therealwordinc. So saying, let's tell them about your event. You got one coming up.
Yo, listen, I want you guys to really support my man. This is my brother. Listen, let's support him. Let's be behind him, what he's doing. He got a good heart. He's sincere, genuine. But November 22nd, I'm doing the second annual food drive to honor my mother's legacy. It's bananas, bro. It's bananas. We got a lot of pans of food. Those who want to participate, give. If you want to come and eat and celebrate love before Thanksgiving, let's get it, man. Please support what my brother's doing. Please support the Herman Youth, 1,000%. Yo, these are my guys. These are good dudes. It's all about unity. It's all about love. It's all about support. Let's get it.
Speaking about unity and support, big shout out to Maranatha SDA Church.
Yes.
They came out yesterday to show love. Their whole entire praise team. Shout out to the whole Cashapp family. They did a baby dedication of their baby girl that just was born. So shout out to Pastor Gilles. He's now a grandfather. Shout out to all the people that keeps bringing in life and keeps bringing in joy. Shout out to Say he couldn't make it out tonight, but shout out to him. He'll probably be back next week.
We waiting for you, bro. Waiting for you, bro.
Yeah, man. I guess speaking of freaky dudes, P Diddy. What you think of P Diddy? Right now he was sentenced to about 4 years.
I think they gave him a good deal. You know, listen. From what I'm hearing is, you know, it's bigger than just his lifestyle.
What you mean?
You know, without negating about the video, what happened, and you know, doing what he did to the girl, that's unacceptable to Cassie. Unacceptable. But he did give her, I think, was it close to like $40 million?
She got paid.
And
she got paid by the hotel.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't understand, like, why she took the stand. That it makes sense to me.
Pregnant.
For me, when she already made the deal, I mean, that's a different conversation for next time. We're not excusing that, the behavior, but for me, I heard it's bigger than that. I think he made a deal with a liquor company. They wanted to distort him and stuff like that. I think he was doing too much, man, in regards to, like, come on, bro.
Diageo, I think.
Yeah, Diageo for me. But, like, come on, bro. You already know, like I feel like he could have came home that day, but due to the mere fact that he was scheduling dates and days for him to do what he was going to do,
he thought he was out already.
Yeah, that was too much, bro.
It came off like he didn't have respect for the court.
Yeah, bro, he was doing too much, and I think I need to humble him and stuff like that. But he should be home by next year, so you know what I'm saying. By next year, I mean, it's what it is. He's into that freaky deaky stuff. To each his own. That's your thing. But I just feel like at the time, it was just freaky deaky stuff that you was hearing. You know what I'm saying? So,
do you feel like he's a scapegoat, or do you feel like he deserves it?
I feel like I feel like he's a scapegoat. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not the only one in Hollywood that's into that kind of lifestyle. A lot of people, I mean, there's people out here who got money that's into that lifestyle and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he was holding people against their will. There's a lot of freaky deaky stuff, man. Like I remember when the judge kept on saying enough with the baby oil because he kept on hearing about that baby oil and everything. So
it had nothing to do with it.
It has nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm not excusing what happened in the hotel and everything, any form of abuse. But I feel like they was trying to really do a witch hunt from what I've been seeing and others been seeing and stuff like that. So
he was saying that one of his biggest fears is coming out of jail broke. Do you think that's one of the things they wanted to do to him, make him broke?
I think so, but I don't think he's gonna come out broke. He's still gonna have a bag. I think once he come home, he's gonna have interviews. Who's gonna give him the right bag to speak? I think he'll be cool. I think he just needs to humble himself, change his ways, mentor people, uplift people just to be better. Don't jerk people no more. I think, like from what his son is doing.
Don't jerk people no more.
Don't jerk people no more. Don't jerk people no more. Don't play people no more.
No. You said don't jerk people no more.
When I say jerk, I'm talking about regards to like him with the publishing deals and stuff like that. I'm not talking about anything sexual. I apologize that wasn't clear. So my man Ricardo had to pull me onto that. So
but he's known for hiring male prostitutes. So.
Bro, that's great. That's crazy. That's a different conversation. But on some real tip, like feel me, like shout out to his kids. I know his kids do music. King Combs, his other sons.
He been quiet, King Combs.
No, he just did a song.
Okay.
He just did a song.
I know he did a diss track on 50. He talking about they hit the wrong house.
Word? That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, that's a different conversation. 50 Cent is really about that life. 50 Cent is really a gangster and everything like that.
Yeah, he is.
With Uncle Murder and Tony Yayo, that's a different conversation.
Yeah,
but honestly, I just feel like now it's this generation. This generation coming up, his sons. They do music. I just think that he's gonna be more in the background from what I'm seeing. I mean, he's gonna speak his mind. Then he's gonna be Diddy, but I feel like this generation is gonna humble him. You know what I'm saying?
He's gonna be diddling.
You know what I'm saying? So I think
diddler.
I think he's gonna be alright. I think he just to learn from this situation. And when R. Kelly got off, he didn't humble himself. He became very arrogant. Kept on doing what he was doing. And that's the reason why.
And the feds came.
And he never coming home. You know what I'm saying? So I hope this situation humbles him. That he just do better for himself. Because like I said, at the end of the day, I want to see black kings win. I want to see black queens win. I just want to see brothers, sisters win and stuff like that. So put this thing on vibrate. But like I said, that's what I pretty much want and everything.
Speaking of wild New York dudes, what do you think about Eric Adams dropping out of the race? Because a lot of people said that they wanted him to drop out. He stated that he was never going to drop out, but then it looks like he ended up dropping out. A lot of people saying that he got paid to drop out. Like you see,
I don't think I paid to drop out. I think what happened was, unfortunately, with the situation with the feds, he could have went with the feds, and pretty much what happened was he made a deal with Trump. That's what happened. He made a deal with Trump, and
if you was in that situation, would you make a deal with Trump or go to jail?
Well, if I was in government and I was serving the people, I wouldn't get into corruption and stuff like that. Now, that's just me.
But what was the corruption though? What was the corruption? Because he was taking up, he was allowing them to upgrade his flights, basically put him in first class.
That's what it was.
Yeah, like he was getting perks from foreign governments, and then they said in return he helped open up their consulate building early. Like how every country has their own embassy in New York, in the United Nations. I guess it was Turkey who was trying to open up a building. What was the crime basically on? They said he was taking bribes, like he was taking money and he was taking perks.
Do you believe that he was?
I mean, he was saying that it was straightly political because of the whole migrant situation.
Yeah.
They were sending migrants and they couldn't afford it, and he spoke out against it.
Yeah.
And so they was like, yo, you not rocking the blue right, kind of.
I feel you.
So then he switched sides and went on the red and was like, yo.
Yeah, because, I mean, Trump, held it down, gave him a good deal, you feel me? And I think a lot of people out here wasn't really feeling that. And, they went from Cuomo then to Mondani.
The rumor, though, is that they basically offered him a high-paying job or gave him a bag, basically for him to step down. Because there was millionaires actually who was willing to give him a couple million for him to get back into the race. But the thing was, because of the corruption charge, they wouldn't give him access to matching funds. Matching funds, basically, if he raised $1 million, the government's supposed to match $1 million. That way he's able to run successfully against richer people.
Word.
Yeah, but since they weren't doing the matching funds, he did, and there was money in his campaign funds that he didn't have access to. That's the cause for him not being able to.
That's crazy.
Run. It's almost like going to war and you don't have access to all your weapons.
Wow. I don't think they paid him. I think he was gonna fight through. He's a fighter. He's from Queens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Supreme Team.
You know, if you saw Supreme documentary.
No, I heard.
He's very weird. You know, he was tapped in with them guys over there. Mm-hmm. You know, shout out to Preem. Shout out to my man. He just came home. My man. Prince Miller came out doing really wonderful, positive things and stuff like that. I just feel like because he made that deal with Trump, a lot of people really wasn't jacking him, and on top of that, you know what I'm saying, he held through, he did what he could, but I was jacking him, and he had no choice to say, you know what, I can't do it. But I heard also too with Madani, cause one of my good friends, pastors, he asked him Madani with his plan. He don't feel like Madani has a concrete plan. He feels Cuomo has a plan.
I mean, Cuomo has more experience.
Yeah, that's a fact. And Cuomo's not that bad. I just think people are really more kind of upset what happened during COVID with the hospitals, I think.
Oh, the shutdown.
The shutdown where people died and everything like that. So
Cuomo didn't do a good job on that. I think Eric Adams' problem is he's just too much of an N-word. I mean, he makes it hard for corporate America to accept him because he's outside too much.
Man, he's outside.
And
he's outside.
He did it his way. He was like, "You never see another man like me dressed in these tailor suits with an earring in his ear. You know I be outside amongst the people, man.
Yeah.
For the people." But some people might not like that.
Yeah.
Representation of New York.
Yeah.
One of the most richest states in the United States.
You think he was a good man? If you give him a grade, what grade you give? I give him like a C.
A C. I give him. I mean, I think he did all right. Like
he did all right.
He didn't. I think he did better than De Blasio.
I agree.
I feel like De Blasio was a bit goofy.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Like he's just a bit goofy.
That's a fact.
He was like, "Eat your fries. If you take the COVID shot, you get free fries and burgers."
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, goofy. Yeah, I mean.
Wow.
But another goofy is the other dude. Who's the other dude? Mayor Giuliani. He's another goofy. But I don't know, bro.
I think at the time, you know, he definitely cleaned up the city. Mm-hmm. My problem was stop and frisk.
Giuliani?
Yeah, Giuliani was a problem. Stop and frisk.
You ever been a victim of stop and frisk?
Well, let me tell you something, man. I honestly didn't really have that issue. Like,
I was.
I'm not exclusive what happened to Diallo. I'm not exclusive what happened to Sean Bell. I'm not exclusive what happened to Patrick DeRismar, and the list goes on and on.
Giuliani was a little racist.
Giuliani was racist, just a fact. He was racist. But he did clean up the city for a fact. But like I said, I never had a cop stop and frisk me. I never really had the experience. But I've seen brothers get stopped and frisked. It's just very unfortunate, you know what I'm saying?
What I would say is a lot of stop and frisk when I was young happened on the train, and a lot of it happened at Broadway Junction.
Word.
A lot of times, like, you remember back in the days before, well, now they dress like the feds. They got they have the khaki pants, they got the vest, and it says NYPD, and they all dress the same now.
Yeah.
But remember back then they used to wear the hoodies and the jerseys with the baseball caps.
Yeah, but it was obvious that they were cops.
Yeah, but some of them, like the black guys, they'll pull up on you like, "Yo, come here." Like, who you talking to, bro? And they'll be like, "What?" And then they'll use that as an excuse to rough you up a little bit.
Wow.
They'll push you against the wall, pat you down real quick, and you be like, "Yo, what's going on?" Wow. And then you see like two other ones pop out, and then you like, "Yo, that situation was traumatic." I ain't gonna hold you, because Most of the time, them dudes are strong. You know, they come like 2-3 at a time.
They be wildin'.
One hold you up, and the other one pats you down real quick, like pat you down.
They be wildin'.
They be like, oh, it's not a search, it's a pat down, it's a pat down, it's a pat down.
They be wildin', bro.
And that's what they used to say. And if they feel something sharp, then they go in your pockets.
Yeah, they don't type of time.
So that used to happen a lot to me at Broad Junction. Those people who from Brooklyn, those who know, bro.
They know, but a lot of people experience that.
Broad Junction, bro.
Well, that's a lot.
That's where you will get to stop and frisk.
That's a
you
fact.
get patted down, bro. It's Junction.
That's a fact.
So yeah, I didn't like that, man. I didn't like when they used to hop out on you in the cars.
Yeah, facts.
Pull you out of cars, pat you down. They were like, oh, we not looking for drugs. We looking for guns. We not looking for guns. We looking for drugs. You know, they used to play those games with people.
Unbelievable, bro.
Yeah, man.
Unbelievable.
Speaking of wild dudes, what you think of that Mark Sanchez situation? You heard about it?
What exactly happened exactly?
Alright, so they saying that Mark Sanchez, you know Mark Sanchez.
Yeah, the football player.
Yeah, he used to be an ex-football player.
Still going in.
Now he does broadcasting, right? So they saying that he was under the influence of something.
Wow.
And he went in the alley and he started doing sprints, like running back and forth.
Yeah.
Somehow in between all that, he got into it with a truck driver and stabbed him. Like he cut his face, he gave him $150.
But did the soldier ever attack him?
Well, Mark Sanchez, I guess they were saying that they was fighting over a parking spot. And it looked like Mark Sanchez tried to climb into the truck.
For a parking spot?
Yeah, Mark Sanchez tried to climb into the truck, but the guy like 60-something, like 68 years old.
Damn, B.
And he backed out a knife on Mark Sanchez.
For a parking spot?
But you know Mark Sanchez, he got a brawling.
Yeah, a lot of these football players are big dudes, strong dudes.
Yeah, so
come on, you know that already, man.
So he took the knife from him and just
that's crazy. So what they giving him now?
He in jail right now.
So
he facing attempted murder charges.
He gonna be alright. They leave him long.
Yeah.
Might do probation.
Maybe, depending. All right. So perfect point. Do you think rich people get off easily because they got bread?
I feel a lot of rich people. I think it all depends on the situation.
So what would the situation have to be?
I think if it's rape, I think if it's child trafficking, human trafficking, it's a little different.
Depending on who you are.
Depending. I feel like if like child. That's a very good point, bro. Like that's something I have to pause and think about.
Because you gotta talk about Epstein, right? You forgot about Epstein because there's people that was protected, there's people that end up being the fall people.
That's a fact. So I feel like when it comes to like, it depends, man. It depends. Listen, having a good lawyer, because lawyers make deals with the prosecutor. It's a business, but you know the vibe. It's a business. You feel me? But in regards to like human trafficking, sex trafficking, I'm not talking about like bringing a woman to have sex with.
Or putting them in an Uber to come to your crib.
No, that's sex trafficking. But that's sex trafficking. But I'm talking about having, a basis that I'm talking about, like really like
selling cooch.
I'm talking about people like who really like hold people against their will, captive, sell organs and stuff like that, different things like that. I feel like there's no really grace for them type of guys and stuff like that. I feel like even if you have money and it's like terrible. You're gonna go to prison, you know what I'm saying?
You ever been to Florida?
I've been to Florida.
Alright, you see when you go to the Florida airport and it says child sex trafficking is a big thing in Florida. Please, if you know about sex trafficking, report it.
Really?
Yeah, because Florida, a lot of people from the islands come through when they go to Florida. If you ever go to a strip club in Florida, not to say I did, but if you do, you're gonna see there's a lot of Jamaicans, a lot of Cubans, a lot of Asians, a lot of Hispanic girls. Yeah, bro. Like low-key strip clubs where they traffic girls too. Not only the corners on Pennsylvania Ave, but they do it in the strip clubs too.
It's crazy.
Once a girl say that she's a businesswoman and about her business,
that's crazy.
That's the business she's about, you know?
That's crazy. Let me do these shit, man. Find out what comments. We got people speaking today, man. I'm just excited. My man Ricard out here. Not playing at all.
What you think of that whole situation with Putin and Trump? Because they saying that they cool, but they say that whole situation.
I feel like they're cool. I mean, Trump is a businessman, so he always make good deals and everything like that.
He claimed he brought like $16 trillion in investments into America.
Do you feel like he did?
He claimed he did. He made the announcement the other day.
Listen. I'm not a Trump fan, but I feel like he's a good businessman. He made good deals. Unfortunately, with the shutdown, I think it's been like 8 days already and stuff like that.
Yeah, but there's always a government shutdowns all the time.
That's a fact. That's a
That's a
fact.
regular
That's a
thing.
fact. So, honestly, I feel like eventually Putin has to back down, has to, you know what I'm saying, like leave Ukraine alone eventually. Nobody really want a world war. Nobody really want a war, bro. Like, honestly, bro. You feel me? So,
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of people have lost their lives, unfortunately, to that situation.
Yeah. What Israel and Palestine with Hamas to get to free the captives and everything like that.
And he was expecting to get the Nobel Peace Prize, but
He didn't. No.
So why do you think he didn't get the Nobel Peace
I
Prize?
think because of
But Obama got it, and Obama killed a lot of people.
that's a fact. I think it's all about his temperament. I think it's all about the messaging.
People
You
not
know,
jocking him like that.
People, because the ICE raids and everything like that. I think that's the reason why.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So there's a lot going on in the community, a lot going on
Yes.
in the world, right? You was saying something about how like Trump brought the National Guards into Washington D.C., right? You know, D.C. historically is crack cocaine. You know, people used to get in D.C. You know,
Yeah.
Rayful Evans and all them other people.
Yeah,
They used to get
that's
thing out there.
that's the golden era. My man going
yeah,
in.
facts. You know I'm tapped in.
I know you tapped in, man. My man's going in, son.
But you know, after that, like there was a lot of situations stemming from that. There was like once the National Guard came in, the first night they found like 60-something guns on the street. Like everybody was strapped out.
Oh,
there.
they did.
So that was in D.C.
They did.
Yeah. So fast forward to Chicago, right? They saying they have over 115,000 gangbangers in Chicago. Gang members certified.
That's a fact.
But we know Chicago is more so. They under King David. They under that 6-point star, Folk Nation.
Well, my man's going in.
And they under
My man's going in, son.
the Folk Nation.
Mercy.
And everything else. So a lot of it's born into it almost. It's like
Yeah.
family.
Of course.
It's part of the nation. Like,
Of course, King Von, all of them. Yeah, facts.
Yeah. King after King David. You
Facts,
know, they
facts.
fall in that 6-point star.
Yes.
So they have been killing each other for a long time. We know about Chirac. It was a point in history where more people was dying in Chicago than in Iraq.
I'm just sharing. I'm just sharing.
And now the situation is where like Trump is trying to send the National Guard into Chicago. Some people feel like it's a bad thing. Some people feel like it's a good thing. We all know historically the cops in Chicago don't really investigate murders like that.
That's crazy. Well, why do you think it's that?
Because they don't care, man. It's just mad murders.
It's crazy.
And then on top of that, they probably got other stuff to do, you know?
Wow.
They probably got better stuff to do.
Wow.
I mean, Kanye first rapped about it, right? And when he was like, the killing in Chicago, I think that was on the Watch the Throne album, when he was talking about all the kids that died in Chicago. And then, you know, we had the war on Chirac and all them was dying back and forth, and now it's still bad, you know?
Yeah.
So, do you think Trump bringing in the National Guard is a good thing or a bad thing into Chicago?
Damn, son. That's a very, very good question.
It's a loaded question. Yeah.
I how does the mayor and the governor feel about it?
You know, politics. They probably some might feel good, some might feel bad. But I'm asking you how you feel about it.
In regards to having the federal government,
The National Guard coming to Chicago to help them with the gang problem and the murder problem. The murder rate has always been historically high in Chicago.
I don't think that's a problem. I think he's trying to solve the problem, trying to get crime down. I don't see nothing wrong with that, in all honesty.
So what about the people that might say he's targeting blacks? You know, that's the first thing they'll say.
That's crazy. Listen, I don't know, bro. You just got me. I'm just thinking about it. In all honesty, I think the governor, the mayor should be with it in regards to finding how can they reduce crime, what can they do to give opportunities for brown and black and Hispanic brothers to reduce crime. I think there should be a conversation in regards to that, in all honesty. But I just heard that California, they're not really welcoming Trump. The governor has sued the Trump administration many times and stuff like that.
Yeah, but you know, I believe you said Florida? Or you said California?
California. Governor Newsom.
Yeah, Governor Newsom. Governor Newsom, I believe, will eventually run for presidency.
No, he is. He will.
And he is a Democrat. And if you haven't seen it, California has been historically going against the Republican Party.
Yeah, he has a podcast.
Yeah.
He has a podcast. He invites Steve Bannon, different people, and has real intense conversations.
About what?
About Trump policy, the things that they agree with, the things that they disagree. I feel like he's very much.
So what you think about California? You think California is good? I heard California got what, a 60% income tax? Or 40% income tax? Where you lose majority of your income based on the money you gotta pay in taxes.
Really?
I saw like if you make $1 million in California, out of that million you probably only take home I think $680 or something like that.
$680,000?
Yeah, out of that million. California taxes is so high. You know, they always got fires, they got the gangbangers, they got dumb issues.
Damn, son.
You know? I
That's
feel
crazy.
like
So let's say you make like $3-4 million, you still see a couple mil, right?
Well, I think we could look that up.
Let's do the math. This the Ricard is a savage, man. Sauvage, man.
Let me see.
Share this thing, boy.
California taxes. California
My man.
tax rate. Let's see, the AI is generating right now.
Yes.
So it says as of 2025, 1% on income up to 11,000, 2% on income, so 13% on income over $1.2 million. So they're charging you 13%. California has the minimum combined sale tax is 7.25%, state tax is 6%. So mandatory local portion is 1.2. So it's very high in California.
Wow.
So how much is California state tax on a $100,000 income? About $5,800.
Wow.
So approximately 13,000. So if you're making 100,000 after 13,000, because you have 5,000 state tax, and then there's the FICA tax, which is $7,000. So altogether, taking 13 over 100,000, 100,000 minus 13, that's what, 87,000.
Wow.
100,000.
Interesting.
You bring it home.
But I think he'll be a fine president. I heard he's an excellent governor. I heard that they're moving in the process in regards to rebuilding what happened with the forest fire and everything like that. But I like how he has discussions with people who are affiliated with Trump and have a conversation. They agree with certain things, they disagree with certain things and stuff like that. So I could definitely see him winning in the near future.
So let's talk about that, right? What do you think? How do you think would be the reaction if Eric Adams had a podcast?
I think it would be amazing. I think it would be great. I think people would.
You think would come all the rappers?
I think he would have all facets of people in New York City. I like the mere factor that he is very personable. He's very relatable. I feel like he was just doing too much, but I think just the deal that he did with Trump, that kind of turned a lot of people off.
I mean, let's have a serious conversation. Do you think Trump is that bad? Because prior to him being president, no one bothered him.
I don't think Trump is that bad. I think Trump has his ways.
Before he was president, all the Negroes loved him.
Yeah.
He was they used to rap about him in all the music videos and all the rap songs. Fresh Prince. Black people love Trump.
You are a savage.
But now, ever since he became president, they hate him like, oh no, we don't jock Trump.
Yes.
But before, everybody wanted to be rich like Trump. Then now, everybody's saying you broke. We know Trump now.
Trump is not broke. Trump got a bag coming in for him.
Yeah. So what you think made everybody switch?
I think just talking bad about certain ethnic people that are not white. I think that was the problem. That was just my problem that I noticed with him. So that's pretty much that's what it is and everything like that with Trump.
Forbes estimates Trump's net worth at $5.1 billion. Bloomberg said he's at $7.8
Wow.
billion.
He's getting to it.
Which one you think is telling the truth?
Man, he's a millionaire. Listen, I think once he
billionaire.
I think once he leaves office, he about to see a serious bag. His kids, his grandkids, his kids are gonna be set for life, man.
They said they've been the richest first family in history.
That's a fact.
Office,
That's a fact.
They got their own crypto coin. Jerry Kushner, his his son-in-law that's married to Ivanka.
Yeah.
He's making a lot of plays. You know, he's been a billionaire. His father's a billionaire.
That's a fact. But his father got caught up to her too.
And Trump pardoned his father though.
That's a fact.
Yeah, so
You think Trump is gonna pardon Diddy?
I hope he do.
You think Trump is gonna pardon Chef G?
Chef G, you know who they are. He shouted them out. You know? Chef G already set that up. You remember? He already set that
I'm just
up.
sharing, guys. I'm just sharing. Wow.
Then you remember when he popped out to their concert, right? I mean, when it was Trump and Chef G and Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. Speaking of Chef G and Sleepy Hollow, a couple of years back, I went to a concert at Coney Island, and Cardi B was there with Chef G and Sleepy Hollow. Cardi B been in the news a lot for doing ratchet stuff, you know. Listen. People said she used to be an O, then she was married. She changed her name. She married O Set. No, then O Set was being an O.
No.
Then she got pregnant while being married. So
but the thing, she been told people that she was a stripper.
Bro, the videos is on Pornhub.
That's a fact. and I just like the main factor that she speaks her truth. Her album is fire. I think she's a dope artist. She gives a lot back to her community and stuff like that.
You think so?
Yeah, she gives schools money and stuff like that. You know, I mean, it is what she's a female. Hip hop rapper. I think she's on point when it comes to that. But
would you slap?
No, I wouldn't slap.
Why not? Let's see.
I don't see it like that.
Why not?
Because my wife is bad. You wanna get me into trouble, Papa? But I like her chest Spanish. She's on the trains promoting an album. She's outside promoting an album. She's like a ghetto version.
Definitely outside.
She's like a ghetto version of Selena, bro.
Trap
So
Selena.
for me, so I mean, I when she talks about issues, like she keeps it 1,000. She says how she feels
to the best of her ability.
This dude, man. But I like her energy. I think she dope, man. You know what I'm saying?
So what you think about this whole Stephon Diggs situation with her? Cause she married. Well, she's legally married technically. She says she's still married.
But she just made a deal with Offset, right?
That I don't know.
She made a deal with Offset getting paid.
Okay. Man.
Yeah, you know about that?
Yeah. So tell us about it.
I don't know what was the a couple mil. Talk about what did he settle with Cardi B?
Okay, let's see if it's there.
Yeah, they settled. Yep. It's crazy. Yo, bro, this AI thing is crazy, bro. Yo, what's up with this? Why you looking? What's up with how they doing the AI Martin Luther King? They AI Malcolm X. They AI Michael Jackson. They AI Tupac. Yo, this joint is getting
Yeah, it says Cardi B has allegedly agreed to the agreement according to a report. However, this is not verified. Fans have come to her defense in regards to the rapper's comments. So, I guess it's the details haven't been official.
Yeah. But I think about those AIs. I know Martin Luther King's
daughter's not jocking it. She said,
know.
every time y'all put it out, it creates more additional trauma to her. I think, God bless the dead, man. I wouldn't want anybody making no AI of my death.
Oh, my mom either too, son.
Y'all need to relax about that.
Facts.
So y'all is just fun and games, but these are these people's families.
Facts.
And they dealt with trauma. They dealt
That's
with
a fact. That's a fact.
A lot of y'all internet people was funny, and if people was to run up on y'all some goofies.
That's a fact. Get clap for that.
And y'all probably call the police. So
y'all
gotta chill.
Gotta chill with that.
Y'all gotta chill. There's some people that sit behind the computer all day and they think things is funny, but then real life comes and punch them in the face.
That's a fact.
So you don't want to play with people like
That's
that.
A fact.
That's not cool. AI, from what I know, AI was a tool to either help you with research or to help you make funny pictures or make you look good in pictures, fix your pictures.
That's a fact.
You see them girls when they put that AI on their face, they think they don't think they have to filter on. Then we see them in person, they're like, hi, do you remember me? I'm on your Facebook or Instagram, but you don't know them because they don't look nothing like they do on
Savagery.
Bare filters. They don't know. They be walking the street with the phone like this with the filter. They have one app for the filter, then they save that video, put it on another app, and put it up, and they think it's them. But why your face is got this ashy white looking thing and everybody else look regular? Come on now, cut that out. like us as men, we don't got the opportunity to put filters on.
But we look good though. We look
bro.
good.
We gotta look
good.
how we look. Like we
look good, bro.
We don't got the opportunity.
Let me tell you something, bro. For me, I'm trying to cut this belly, this little belly fat, but I look good. I look good with this. I look good with dressing like how my man is dressed. You feel me? I just feel like, you know, some sisters, man, you know, they don't love themselves. You gotta love yourself. You don't gotta be looking like Krusty the Clown. You feel me? Love yourself. You're beautiful. You don't gotta be doing too much. You don't gotta.
Krusty the Clown. You
feel me? Too much makeup about it. You don't gotta go and risk your body and stuff like that. Go, you feel me? Go work out. You know what I'm saying? Do something for yourself. You don't gotta portray an image that you're not. You know, love yourself. Me, I love myself. You feel me? And you gotta love yourself. You feel me? That's why I tell my queen all the time. I always tell my queen she's beautiful. I always uplift my queen. I always tell her, you know, from toes to up, yo, bro, you're beautiful, you're beautiful, you're beautiful. And I think that's very important. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But sisters gotta love themselves.
Of course.
And that's the thing. I don't like the fake booty, the fake tits. I like the real deal. For me.
You don't like BBLs?
Do I like BBLs? BBLs are not bad. There's some good looking BBLs. Some good looking BBLs.
You ever had a BBL?
Have I ever been with a thick woman before?
I'm talking about, have you ever been with a girl that had plastic surgery?
No, I never with a girl that had plastic surgery. No. No, I never had a girl. No, I never with a girl that had plastic surgery. No.
They're a little expensive, I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, I never. I like the real deal, man. I like my food. Real chicken, real turkey. I don't like none of that fake stuff, man.
Facts. I mean, I don't know. To each his own. I mean, I'm not really into that neither, but I can't say I haven't had it. I mean, like, brother, you know, some of them, they go to get a little bread. They don't know what to do with themselves.
I feel you.
They get a little crazy. They get a little creative.
That's a fact.
They start chopping, nipping and tucking. So
that's crazy.
You gotta be wary of all that.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? But like you said, it is good to be natural. It's good to be yourself. Like us as men, you know, we don't get that luxury. We just gotta work out, get haircuts, and that's about it.
Yes,
you know,
yeah, bro.
Get our money up and hope for the best.
That's a fact.
So, you know, we just gotta stay out the way.
Yeah.
I think overall now, like, I think now that we a few years out of the pandemic, I think people are resettling back into themselves.
Yeah.
And we're being, reintroduced almost back into society.
Yeah, facts.
Because, you know, there were people that came out the house quick. It was some people that came out a little bit longer. Some people that was dealing with a lot of things. But now we see things are fully back to normal. Especially in our churches, we could say. There's a lot of more people attending the churches and things are changing. So what do you feel like is the biggest change from post-corona, like before corona to now? Like, what do you feel like changed?
I feel like there's been an enlightenment. People are big on just eating healthy, living healthy, having a mental space. I think with COVID, it pretty much exposed what matters, what doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? In regards to life, because we lost a lot of people, and I think that's what it really taught people. So there's people who lost it, you know, because, you know, mentally, if you're not really, wait a second. I'm sorry. If you're not really in your faith, you know, you could really, you know, lose out. But I feel like for me, I think it just gave perspective of like, cause I remember when I was in my cousin's house, and they said, "Yo, listen, if you have a heart attack, we're not coming for you." That to me was crazy, hearing that on iHeartRadio, and also too, like when they said, "Yo, bro, all the cemeteries are closed." It was crazy to me, and people apologizing. "Hey, listen, bro, I can't invite you to my wake because we could only have like 8 to 9 people there." So it was just perspective.
Yeah, I remember my grandfather and my grandmother died during corona.
I'm sorry about that, bro.
Yeah, I remember my grandfather, we had to watch the body. No, my grandmother, we had to watch her body get lowered from the car. We had to sit in the car.
That's crazy.
Lowered, and then half my family couldn't come, so we had to watch her on YouTube.
That's crazy.
Maybe one of us.
I'm sorry you experienced that, bro.
Yeah. My grandfather died at the start of COVID, and my grandmother died at the end of COVID.
Yeah.
And when she died, they both died in the nursing home. My grandmother died. They found her dead when I guess the nurses came on site, Because
that joint was evil.
after my grandfather died, my grandma.
That joint was malicious, man.
Like, she just got depressed and she stayed in the hospital. She went blind. She got glaucoma. Her eyes turned gray and blue.
I'm sorry about
And
that.
she would lay in the bed all day with her eyes wide open. And then one day they just found her dead.
I'm sorry about that.
The thing, and, you know, and we had to go through all that during Corona.
Yeah.
It was a lot, man.
It was a lot.
Even this year, we lost a lot of people this year, you know.
Facts.
Rest in peace to Pastor Pierre. Rest in peace to Kells, Jim Kelly. Rest in peace to Luigi, of course, you know.
Rest in peace to Pastor Laguerre.
Yeah, rest in peace.
You know.
Yeah, rest in peace to all the people.
All
Ray,
the people we love.
Ray from the comedy club that had assisted us with the gala and everything, you know, Ray McDaniels.
Oh, he passed away?
Yeah, you know, it's unfortunate, you know, and these are things that we just gotta
Yeah, we gotta take
brush off.
Man, that's why, man, honestly, bro, and
and
that's why, man, I be connected with you at the end of the day, bro. Listen, man, you never took my money. You never came around to my girls, bro, at the end of the day, bro.
Money and girls, man.
You feel me? You always, you know, so you're good. It's just difference of opinion. It's why I respect you, man. At the end of the day, man, you know, you have to scold the young dude here, man. At the end of the day, listen, I'm like, yo, bro, like, no, you can't do that, bro. Because at the end of the day, you're about your business, bro. You're about your business. You're about you have character, and you really care for hold them back. You really care for people, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you're sincere with people. And you know, we're similar in a lot of ways because we are aggressive and assertive when it comes to our dreams and to our goals and stuff like that. And for people who are insecure, it can come out arrogant, but it's not arrogant at all. You gotta really love yourselves to deal with us. So I really respect you. And like I said, I remember, I want to cry about this, man. I remember when I saw your mother in the bus, bro. It was last year, man. She was like, "You're my son." Like I said, I never knew that was your mom. Prior, like when I met your mom years ago, you know what I'm saying? You know, vice versa. But there was always, you know, the way your mom loved my mom, the way my mom loved your mom. I just was so thoughtful. She was like, she's like, my son is here, so I really want to just let people know that, man. I think that's what matters in that, and that's what essential, man. That's really kind of really sparked my heart. This is really my brother. I definitely want you to come to my wedding, bro. My wedding shower for sure. Yeah, man. Like that was very, very, very thoughtful, man. It's what matters, what really don't matter, man. And just check myself, you check it. We check each other, man, and just we want each other to win, we want each other to make each other happy. I think that's really sparked it, man. You know what I'm saying? She's like, yo, listen, she's like, yeah. So sorry, I'm kind of a little emotional. She's like, oh, I'm so happy to see you, my son. If there's anything you need, please let me know. And when I came to your church, she was very thoughtful and kind and sweet. Yeah, man, that's what matters at the end of the day, man. You can't, if you have a different opinion, you can't really be beefing with your brother, man. And I said, you know what, listen, let's do what we gotta do. We're strong when we come together, then we divide, man. So
Facts.
that's what matters.
And we've been making a lot of strides, a lot of, you know, steps forward. And we just want to thank God for that, you know, out of all things that we've done and the things that we continue to do.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, but I'm just proud of coming into this building and to see my brother's vision. And I'm not trying to take shade at Horeb, I'm not trying to take shade at Hebron or Bethany or the churches, man. Listen, I love you all because at the end of the day, I want y'all to progress. I want progression for all of us. But this is the blueprint right here in regards to saying, yo, listen, I don't want my church to fall down the line. We all look, listen, whether I admit, whether they admit or not admit, what you've done is phenomenal. I think we need to have like a drone. You got the drone? And to show, like, bro, the work is superb. It's outstanding, bro. Like, you really love God, bro. Like, how can you have a house of worship for God and you treat God's house like it's crap? Or you treat God's house like it's nothing? And I commend you, bro, for what you're doing, bro. And I'll let you know that I'm behind you 1,000%, bro, for what you're doing for your young people and what you're doing for the elderly, because you're not thinking for yourself, looking at the bigger picture, bro. And I respect you for that, bro. I really respect you for that. And I had a discussion with a lot of my elders this week. And I spoke to Pastor Monica this week, and I referenced your name for what you're doing, bro. We gotta treat the house of God as if we would treat our own house. You know what I'm saying? So I commend you, bro, and I love what you're doing, bro. Respectfully, bro.
Thanks,
Of course, bro. This place, bro. Listen, you gotta bring a drone. We gotta bring a drone so we could just like, for me, record it and edit it.
No, we did that already. We did.
You did that?
Yeah, me and Sid did that on the first episode.
Oh yeah. I did. Oh, I gotta see it.
Yeah, episode 1. We did.
Yeah.
We took a tour of the whole building. We did the whole thing. And then we did the before. We did the after.
Yeah.
So shout out to Sid. You know, I mean, he's one of the motivations. Bringing it back. You know, we in season 10. And shout out to our editor. You know, he already got the
yeah.
Shout out
Me,
to
I want to do it just to encourage others. Like, yo, listen, if my man, you know, we young still. If my man could do it, we could do it too. At the end of the day, you wasn't with the lollygagging, and that's what I want, man. Yo, you setting trends. Yo, you really about your business, bro. So I commend you for that, bro. For me, you gotta give your flowers while you can smell them. I'm all for that.
Yeah, it wasn't easy, but shout out to all the people that's been coming out to support. You know, a lot of people came out. A lot of people have come out to visit us thus far.
Yeah.
Franco Haitian came out. You know,
Yeah.
Aaron out there. You know, the Pathfinders
Yeah.
came out. T-Claude came out. The people, the old cop singing group came out. You know, almost every week we have an event here.
I love it.
It's packed out every
I
week.
love it.
So, you know, it's the biggest Haitian-owned building in Canarsie right now.
Yeah, matter of fact, in Brooklyn.
Well, I don't
New
know
York
about
City.
Brooklyn. I can't.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Listen, people out here been dropping the ball, bro. We gotta invest. If we say we love God, we have to really treat God's house right.
Yeah.
Just in general speaking, you know what I'm saying? And you know what, and yo, bro, I look the way what you've been doing. I look at you like, bro. I'm not even like ODing. I look at you like Pastor Mallory at Salvation Church of God. I look at you like what you're doing is in similar and cohesion with what Pastor Ruby Toussaint is doing in Florida. You know what I'm saying? So it's big, bro. Whatever you want to do, bro, build churches, whatever big projects, bro, let's do it, bro. This thing is big. And if you're not with the vision, we already know you on that GB type of time. And so at the end of the day, you are about uplifting your people. And I think that's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
And I know God is going to bless you in addition, bro. You're going to have more kids. You're going to have a beautiful wife. Whatever you want, bro, God's going to give your heart desire because your heart is in the right place for your people, bro.
Thanks.
I think that's for me. That's what sealed the difference. Like, yo, bro, listen, my man's really for his people.
Yeah. We went from having about 20 people at the church to having a $2 million building.
Oh, beautiful.
And now we have over 300 people a week.
Beautiful.
You know? So, you know, God has been good to us. We've been working hard. We've been pushing. We've been steady. We've been consistent. And, you know, the people, the supporting cast, of course, all the people that have been supporting us, all the people that's helping us. Shout out to Dr. Jean-Jude Loss. He preached the other day, yesterday at our church.
Where's he pastor now?
Sinai for right now. Sinai upstate.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he's been there for a bit.
That's what's up.
I can't remember where his second church is. But outside of that, you know, all the people that's been supporting, we got about 2 more months left in the year. In 2015, we got November, December. And we go up to 2016, you know, we got bigger projects to come.
Yeah, 2026. 2026, you said 2016.
Oh, yeah,
it's
right.
okay. It's cool.
2016.
2026. It's all good.
I keep saying 2016.
No, you
know
good.
why? Because 2026 sounds so crazy saying it right now, right? It seems like time just went by so fast.
Well.
I started my ministry in 2015. 2016 was around the time when I became the youth leader. 2015 was when I joined Franco Haitian. You know, and so from there to now, you've seen a lot of things that happen in the last 10 years. A lot of changes has come. So, you know, we just been grateful. We've been thankful for all of that.
Yes.
And we just want to move in a spirit of righteousness and continue to do
Yeah, you do it right. You do it right.
So, closing thoughts?
Man, I'm just excited for the future. I'm excited for my non-for-profit and profits to work together, do some big things together, community outreaches. Bro, I want to do a revival with you, bro. I want to do a revival with you, bro. Let me know when you're ready, bro.
You can actually do that.
Yeah, it would be crazy. And however we could help each other, man, like for real. So I'm excited, man. Listen, if you have, I just want to just encourage my brothers, like, if there's any difference that you have with your brother, if it's not serious, bro, sit down and talk to your brother, or anything like this, or anything like that, and sit down and have an understanding and move forward. So, bro, listen, this guy's a dope individual. Support his ministry, support the Real Word, support what I'm doing. I'm glad to be a part of the Real Word podcast. I'm excited. Be on the lookout for us to be in Twitch as well too. We're gonna talk about different things, gaming, music, everything. Because I did it with Christians, but you know, you could be a light in a game spot. You could be a light talking about hip hop. You could be a light talking about different things. That's why I like my man. What's my man again? He be in Backfield, he be in Math Hopper, he's a Christian rapper, but he talks about like uplifting the culture. I forgot to say he has dreads, you're talking about, right? He has dreads, he's a Christian. Huh?
Lecrae?
No, not Lecrae. He just be talking about like, a lot of rappers jack him. A lot of rappers jack him, but he just keeps it real, like, you know what I'm saying? Even though I rap what I rap about, I'm a Christian, he goes to those platforms like, yo, listen, we gotta uplift the culture in the right way.
For those that don't know, Sanders been rapping since Canasi days.
Yes. And have little ciphers. And have little ciphers. I'm for a cipher movement.
You still be rapping?
I still got it. I still got it.
Okay.
But maybe over here, like do ciphers here, do poetry here. This is the hub. We want it to be here, Real Word. And what's the name of your again? Herman. We want to do that, bro, here, bro. Like, for real, bring young people here.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah, bro, I'm all for that, man. Cause what you're doing, bro, it's commendable. It's commendable. They'll pop up for sure.
Yeah. My closing thought is like, I said it yesterday during the AY, like, do the work on yourself, especially when you alone, when you're going through difficulties, or just in the background, you know, do the work on yourself, you know, work out, make sure you study, make sure you read your books, make sure you apply certain principles, and you just strengthen your inner self, you know, that way when you go into the world, you know who you are, people can't manipulate you.
That's a fact.
And you have, like, self-worth and you know, you have a desire, you have a goal, and you stay grounded. A lot of us lack discipline, you know, we're distracted. And then when we look at others' success, and then we sometimes think that it should be us, but without putting in the work, you know, that's what's most important. You know, if you think you're smart, then, you know, apply the principles, obtain degrees.
Yes.
Even though you might be smarter than a college, at least you got the certifications that show that you are, you know, but apply the licenses, like get the certifications, all the things that you need to move you along. The worst thing you want to do would be 40, 50 asking for a handout.
Facts. All right.
You want to be on your grind. You want to be on your grizzly.
Yeah.
So I would just say, you know, plan ahead, plan the future. Those that are in their teens and their 20s, I would say, you know, start planning now. Start putting a couple $100 aside each month, you know, try to get 10 stacks by the time you're 30.
And it's possible.
And then, you know, just start flipping that.
Yeah.
Try to get into real estate, try to get into different moves, pay down your debts, and build up your credit, and, you know, just...
That's a fact.
There.
Speaking facts, bro. You just gave game.
Yeah, don't worry
You just gave free game, bro, for $9.99.
Don't worry about the naysayers, and, you know, there's nothing wrong with delayed gratification, you know. You might see your friends getting money now. Majority of the people I know from junior high school, they done fell off or disappeared, bro. Like, a lot of them is not doing what we doing. So, you know, back then they had it, but now they don't. So, you know, that's what delayed gratification is. That's
real.
I'd rather be rich and famous in my 30s, 40s,
That's
50s,
real.
60s than in my teens
real.
and never see it again. So, you know, just keep that in mind. And I'll say, God bless y'all, you know?
God bless you. Wow.
So we close out with a prayer and we get up out of here. You want to pray?
No problem. Father God, we ask, Lord, that those who watch the podcast today, that they were blessed and inspired. We pray for unity, and we pray for love and peace. We thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen, amen. It's raining out here. That's why I had the lifeguard.
Yeah, I'm glad I came. It's not that bad, man.
You never know if it might flood out here, so you know you might need a lifeguard.
It's not that bad.
I got this hoodie out from Cali. From Venice Beach when I went to Cali.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
So you know. But shout out to everybody that's been supporting. Shout out to everybody that's watched. Shout out to everybody that continue to support us. Shout out to Pastor Sanders for coming out and showing love to us.
And thanks, Elder Ricard Gino, for us popping out. Man, it's an honor, it's a pleasure, man. More to come.
Yeah, so good night and God bless y'all. Y'all hold it down.
All right. Beautiful. That was fire.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's the real word. It's the real